Welcome to the NurtuHER Series, where we're supporting Black families before, during, and after birth. Join us each month for resources, news stories, and a new episode. Nurturing birthing people through the journey.
So this year we decided to look at Black maternal health. As we looked into it, we kept learning more and more about it, and we didn't realize it was so deep or so broad, all the issues that surrounded it.
This project has definitely lifted the veil from my eyes. My name is Dominique Young-Smith. I'm the project manager of Black Maternal Health for Fund 2 Foundation. I had no idea about any of these statistics, any of these problems, and it's got me angry and worked up and really proud to be a part of something and to get in these spaces to see how passionate people are and all the good work that is being done.
We just brought everybody in the ecosystem together so that they could talk and describe what they offered and what they needed.
I'm Suzanne Walsh, the 19th president of Bennett College. I was so excited to be invited to the Black Maternal Health conference in DC that was hosted by Fund 2 Foundation. And I think it was after the first or second hour that I went running up to Linda Wilson and the team and said, I love this so much. And by the end of that day, I really had a notebook full of ideas, people, like connections. And that was really critical because I hadn't yet seen a place where so many different parts of that ecosystem related to Black maternal health had been brought together. There were so many unique voices.
And it became very clear that they wanted to help each other. They wanted to continue to be together. So that's what we decided. We at Fund 2 would fund and support and get even more funding for a variety of issues that were brought up. Thanks to the many people that have been offering support, and to Robert Frederick Smith, our founder, people are coming our way and actually wanting to do more. Can you believe it? I mean, that they care, because quite frankly, I have felt that no one cares about us some days. You know, we're considered the victim of everything. And so I'm really proud that we're bringing people who know what they're doing, who want to do more and want to work with other people and be that village that we all talk about is for children. We need one too.
And I realized, oh, that's really what we need to do at Bennett. If we're going to support our students, our student moms, we have to take an ecosystem approach. I think before that, I had a really narrow idea about what did it look like to support student parents.
I'm Linda Wilson, Executive Director of Fund 2 Foundation. And I consider myself a designer, a developer, and a deliverer of programs that will make a difference, particularly in the African American community.
We are birthing change here at Bennett College, and this seems right to me because this is a place where Black women come to flourish, to find their way. And what better place for us to think about change together? And right now, we all know the data that's out there. Supporting women in the workforce, in school, that is critical for social mobility. And let's also add on to that, what happens after women give birth? It is finally a conversation we are having nationally and in public.
Bennett has the responsibility of beginning to instill in her those things that she needs to make it at Bennett and to make it in the world. Bennett is birthing young Black women, and nurturing is nourishing. Nurturing is giving her all of the substance and stuff that she needs. I am Rachel Pridgeon. I serve as the Director of Campus Life. It is all things student.
Say hi. Oh, good job. I am Kyra Evans. I am a student mom. I've had a lot of support with President Walsh. She's always asking, if you need anything, just let me know. I'll help. Dr. Colson, with my teachers. There's a lot of sister bells on here that will help you out.
Kyra has been through a number of challenges that developmentally have helped her to become a wonderful student advisor to moms. Not knowing, not planning for a child, I am certain can be difficult. Trying to get your education, you started a process, and now near the end of it, here you find yourself with a baby. And I am most certain that if there's anybody who can motivate and encourage and help support other student moms, it will be Kyra.
These spaces give a safe space for moms to be mothers. You know, when you have a child in school, there's kind of like a scarlet letter cast on you where you have to step away from your studies and you're just a mom now. You're no longer a student. And I feel like it's really important for mothers to know that they can have multiple identities. We're not just mothers.
It's such an important time for us to think about student moms. For so long, I think there has been a stigma and a mythology that student moms are not welcome at Bennett College or in higher education in general.
You're going to have student moms. You're going to have students with a whole lot of stuff going on.
It seems to me that as a Black women's institution, if we don't care about student moms, who will?
It was a little difficult. If we're like really into the lesson and he wakes up and is crying, it's like, okay, I have to step away, breastfeed him, change his diaper.
I know for a number of years we struggled with having babies on campus. We struggled we had them in the residence hall, which made a whole lot of us uneasy. Because we didn't want them to get hurt, something happened to them in the residence hall. But we didn't have a space. We didn't have a place even for them to go hang out or just to be themselves.
Having them like, oh yeah, Kyra, I can watch Azari for you. That's not a problem. Like what time, when, where?
And so from time to time, you might wake up in the morning and hear a baby crying in the residence hall. And we knew where that was coming from. She needed a space.
And so when is the maternal health thing going to happen? I'm like, well, it's really soon, so I'm excited about that.
I am happy that we have finally decided that we're going to create a designated space for mom, the little one. We're going to create, hopefully, I call them peers who will be here to serve, who will be here to help them when if they need to drop the baby off, go to class, come back and pick the child up. But it's a designated space that is designed just for them to be in and to feel safe and to feel comfortable. And then hopefully what that does for the student is, or even the faculty or staff member, is relieve a little pressure for the day.
It's like I really got to grind to make sure I'm focused on my studies. So having them be able to watch him and him staying here, it's like, okay, he's on campus, he's safe. If I need to come, I'm 20 feet away. For me, a lactation room would be really important because I am still breastfeeding him, and then having somewhere I can pump, because it's actually really hard to find a space that's kind of private, but, open enough to be able to pump. They showed us for the lactation room, it's like we have a perfect space to plug in our pump machines. We can sit down. They were planning on putting up like curtains. So it helps a lot having a room, a special place designated to that. And in this space as well, we'll have this area as the playroom. So our children can come be watched here. They can enjoy themselves and talk amongst others or play amongst others, since most of them don't talk yet.
These rooms give spaces for them to be able to breastfeed, pump. As a person who exclusively pumped, I know having a space, especially where I can talk to someone or feel connected with my community, it makes the journey a lot easier, a lot better.
And we at Bennett College are so excited to be partnering with the Fund2 Foundation to create a nurturing space playbook. I thought I need a thought partner and really a design partner to help us redo our spaces on campus. The student moms have asked for it, and I don't have that expertise. Fund2 Foundation said yes to helping us think about this, bringing a team, very, very much aligned to a Montessori model, which is perfect for our Montessori room, and then having a lactation space that is designed for purpose is critical for us. We had just been using kind of leftover space on campus. That is not what anyone wants. That you will not be ready for school or ready for life with that. And so this relationship has been incredible and has really been eye-opening. I think our student parents are going to be excited, and student parents to come will be welcomed.
We want a safe environment for mom and child. And I hope that mom will keep that in mind. When we talk to her about guidelines, keep in mind that, our ultimate goal is just for you to be comfortable where you are, you to be safe, and for the little one to be comfortable and safe, the little one to be able to look around and see something that makes him or her smile, or makes him or her want to play, or makes him or her want to be here in this space and grow and learn.
We said we want to do something different. We want to make sure that we're doing something that supports you, that not just feels right, but is right, to support you and your child. They see a place for themselves, and that their children see a place for themselves, whatever that looks like for a little one, and that they feel welcome. It's really difficult enough to be a college student, let alone be a student mom and on your way to graduation. What are the things that you need to be supported? The reactions we've had so far have been really exciting. The students are very interested. They're fully engaged. They left feeling hopeful. If they leave feeling hopeful, then I leave feeling hopeful. If I felt hopeful and they didn't, it doesn't count. So this has been the thing that has really kept me going and said, oh yes, we're absolutely on the right path, and we can do this together.
It's not as hard as it feels like. There are so many people who are out here to help you. What I hope that my son learns from my example is that there's always room to help somebody, and there's always room to get help, to help them when they're burdened and just make a change.
My message of hope is to look for the good.
What's giving me hope about our Black maternal health journey at Bennett College is the enthusiasm of our student moms.
My hope for student moms, they will be able to get everything in life they dream for and be that mom that they want to be for their babies.
Is this a place where the moms can say, whew, I was able to be successful because there were things in place for me at Bennett College. There was a play space for my children and myself to relax in between classes. There was a lactation space if I need it.
And I hope that Bennett will have provided everything they needed to do that.
For the next generation, one, for fellow leaders, it is to say, please, please, please remove all barriers that get in the way for student moms to be successful or student parents to be successful. And then my hope for maybe not the next generation, but the generation after that, so the children of our student moms, is that they then don't see any stigma, that they don't see any barriers, that it is smooth sailing. And if they become pregnant while in college or before, have children, little ones, they can still go to college. They can still be successful. There will be no barriers. There will be no stigma.
And that's how I really think you keep hope alive, is really paying attention to other people's needs so that you know what needs to be done.
In the end, what I hope is that moms and children feel confident, comfortable, and that students are successful and they don't miss a beat on their way to graduation.
I know that I feel safe. I feel secure. I feel supported. And I feel that the world will be just a wonderful place, not just a better place, but a wonderful place for our children to grow up in. So I can't wait to see the coming together and the growth.
It's inspiring, and I feel like we're going to get this needle moved because of all our hard work and dedication. I think Fund 2 is doing something amazing by bringing all these different sectors and groups together.
Working together. I just had this feeling of, how children are in houses, people mark their growth with cuts on on the door jambs or whatever. I just can't wait to start doing a little bit of that. Oh, we've improved maternal health this much. It's like, so we're birthing a less inequitable world, 360 degrees, or a holistic way of making sure that the women, children, and families, and community, and nation, and world, and all of that are in better shape going forward.